Hello everyone, VegasVic1965, and this week's video we'll be doing a tutorial on villagers, and we'll look at an easier way to breed these guys, place to set them up, and you can even use it as a trading hall. Of course, that's what I do. So as you can see here, I'm out on my mesa biome, my mesa house, and we are going to be coming at you from the Adults Play Minecraft Network on the Java side. So without further ado, let's find out. Welcome back everyone, VegasVic1965, and as you can see on AP Java here, this is the area I first settled in. I've got a bunch of villagers over there, but I know on some servers that you can only have so many villagers either in a chunk or in an area. If you're one of those servers that happens to be where they have limited by a certain number of area, or an area, then I strongly suggest that you bring your certain number of villagers that you want to bring out there to 64 blocks away. As an example, I only play on two servers, this one and one other one, a family-friendly one, and that server limits not by chunk, but by area. So by being 64 blocks away, I should be safe. Now, by limiting that area on that particular server, I guess it's about 24 to 26 villagers. Otherwise, they start disappearing, even with name tags. So I've gone out and found myself a little area that I'm going to bring some of the villagers and start another area over here where perhaps I can either do librarians or any other profession I'm interested in. So now that we've got an area, we're going to need to build it. Okay, now that we have our site built, our next step is to get our villagers down here in there and get them started. Okay, let's get our villagers down there. You can get them down there by boat, by rail cart, or there's a lot of different ways, but those are the two most common ones. And I'm going to meet them down there to make sure that they are safe. And it's slowly getting dark, so I got to get this closed up and get some bread. So I'll be right back, and we'll get started in the morning. Okay, we have our villagers in, and right about now is when they're supposed to be sleeping. So I'm actually going to go through, set up some beds for them, and get them sleeping. Now the villagers, according to the wiki and the mechanics of the game, require, in order to breed, they require one more bed than than the population. So as you can see, we have two villagers. If I had 3 beds and I gave them bread come morning, they would be willing and they would breed. So I'm going to set out a number of beds, and I can see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 12. There's 6 on this side and 6 on this side. So I can, in essence, set up 12 beds to breed what I need. What do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It don't really matter where you put them. And 12. Now, I didn't leave the fence post here only because you'll have difficulty breeding them by them being on separate levels if they climb up on a bed and get up on the rails. So we're going to lay down and see what happens here in the morning. Luckily, we have a one-person sleep, so it's very easy. If there's anybody else in the game and you want to sleep, it will turn day. All right, so now is their social hour. And what I'm going to do is see if I can't jumpstart their breeding, because I want to make sure that I get this done before 8. That's when the workday starts. Even though they themselves don't have workstations yet, they will still breed. I don't know if you got enough. We're going to make sure. And there we go. They started. Come on, show us the little one. You guys are on the same level. No problems, please. And they're looking at me for some reason. And there we go. We got one. They'll continue to do this. Now, once I get enough of them, they'll eventually start wandering around. And as they wander around, they wander into a stall. What I'll do is I'll just lock them into a stall. It's super simple. These guys will walk in. You'll see. I'll actually do some cutting of this as you see me breeding these guys, fast forwarding through it. They won't be ready to breed again for another 3 minutes. So we will just wait and see if we have enough time for them to breed again prior to their start of their workday. Even though they are unemployed, their schedule is a little bit different. They still will breed, as long as it's not during the workday. Get him 3. Get him 3. Oh. There we go. Oh, he grabbed the other 2. I don't believe they're going to breed just yet. I believe it does take 3 minutes. Just like if one of them dies around the area of the other villagers, and it's they take 3 minutes before they'll actually breed again. So we're going to pause, or actually take a break, and you can watch and see me fill this room up. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, it's relatively simple. These guys will wander around and they will get into their spot. Now he himself is ready. None of these other guys are going to take the workstation that we're going to take. So let's go grab a workstation, and what do we want to start with? Let's start with a librarian. For a librarian to guard, obviously you're going to need a lectern. And I always like to keep some things on hand that we know we're going to need to trade with them. Hope you can hear Josh in the background. He's pissed because I'm taking the computer time. So let's get some stuff ready to trade him, just in case he gets the right trade we want. Because that is something I wanted to mention also, that if you happen to get something that you want and you're not prepared to trade him, you do have a little bit of time. But if you wait too long, they will actually cycle through to the next trade. Now what I normally do is I'll set one here that'll cover these two, and I'll set one here and that'll cover these two. So I can hop right on in, get my lectern down, come in here, and set down a workstation. He will then change into a librarian because it is 9, according to my clock here, you can see it's 9:32, 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. If you don't have it, it's pretty much during the daytime. So we're looking at the first one, Aqua Affinity for 13. That's horrible. You can get Aqua Affinity for as low as 5. What I'm looking for when I first start out, of course, is on breaking and mending, protection. Mending you can get for as low as 10. On breaking, you can get as low as 11, along with the other level 3 books. And I have seen the level 4 books, protection, for example, as low as 14. Now, as far as the level 5 books, the lowest I've seen is 17. If you have seen something less, let me know down in the comments. But since we don't like that, that's way too much, I'm going to break this since it's during the time that we can still cycle through him. So he can't get underneath there to mess up my cycling. So I'll set it back down. He'll change back to a librarian. We'll look and see what he's got. Respiration 3. Yuck. We don't like that one. Trade it out again. Set down a workstation. Sweeping edge 3 for 30. I know I can do a lot better. Break it, set it, and you keep cycling through. But that is how that you would cycle through to get the librarian that you want. And the reason I have the different items in here on hand, either emeralds or paper, is because the trades that they offer you as a librarian are either going to be paper or they're going to be a book trade if the enchanted book is in the top of the list. Let's see if we can get that, and I'll show you what I mean. And there's what I'm talking about. Sometimes the enchanted book trade will be in the first slot, and the second slot you'll have a bookshelf for 9 emeralds. So if you do have something you like, say for example this was, like I said, mending for 10, that's definitely a trade you don't want to mess around and lose. You wait too long and he'll end up cycling through eventually. Maybe not now, but maybe an hour from now when you come back, he'll do that. This all stops at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, when you break their block, you'll know as you keep cycling through their trades, when he maintains that librarian outfit, you are pretty much done trading him for the day. You can break that block, the workstation, and wait till morning again. And when he turns back into unemployed, then you know you're ready to go. Just in case you don't have a clock like you see on my screen right here. When it comes to the other ones, you have a smoker. You're either going to need emerald trades, or you're going to need either a chicken or a rabbit. The best trades, I think, are going to be a chicken trade, a raw chicken trade, and then I believe it's a rabbit stew. I haven't pulled it up just yet, but I'm used to doing that. The reason I like the butchers is because you can actually get chicken in their trades and use that chicken as you see here without setting up a chicken farm. And then later on, you're going to get your farmers involved once you've got them all set up. And once you get a farmer going, oh, it looks like they're going to try and breed again because they still have bread. We'll block him in, and I can actually pop in here. Let me set up another carpet. We'll change him into a farmer. Hop in here. Looking at the clock, it still says 1:30, so I still have time. And my best trade, in my opinion, I'm going to move him over here. I have it's a lot easier for me because he can't get in underneath that. If I set this down, he'll change to a farmer. Now, a wheat trade, in my opinion, is not good. The best trade, in my own humble opinion, is carrots and potatoes. Because with a fortune pick, you can get a lot more carrots and potatoes. Still no good. I lost something there. Be careful, especially if you have high efficiency on your tools like I do. Efficiency 5. All right, so we still have time. Let's set it down and see what you come up with this time. Beets, yuck, no good. The only thing that efficiency is going to do for you when it comes to harvesting wheat and beets are going to be extra seeds. We got potatoes, but we did not get carrots. What will show up is the first slot will be carrots, the second slot will be potatoes. And we didn't get it yet so far. But anyway, that's what I do for cycling through my villagers and breeding. As you can see, it's very, very simple. You might as well set your trading hall, get your guys in there, and then start breeding. Set out the number of beds. Remember, don't put the fence posts up and the beds in between. They will climb up in between there. And if one is up on the fence post and the other one is down below, you will get angry particles. So if you've seen this, that is why. They must be at a similar level. Now the beds are no problem. They are a low enough level to where they can still reach each other to breed. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you like what you saw, I hope you did. Click the like button. If you would like to subscribe, click the subscribe button. I make videos every Wednesday and have them usually edited now by early Thursday morning. Thank you guys for watching, and until next week, I will see you then. Goodbye.